Chapter 1 to 3 of Tenmaku Cinema was the introduction and setup. In Chapter 4, however, we are now getting into the swing of things as Shinichi has to do the work as a director of the short film The Shore. The chapter begins with Shinichi planning out the best course of action to take before shooting the film. Tenmaku mistakes this planning for a storyboard and suggests to do a bit of location scouting. Being dead for 30 years, Tenmaku is amazed of how different the streets of Tokyo look. Shinichi questions Tenmaku as to why they're even scouting locations in the first place, as he knows the area already and has an idea of how he wants to shoot it. Shinichi quickly finds out that the location he has in mind for a certain scene is not an ideal spot to shoot a film. When the two are about to call it a day and just watch a movie, Shinichi sees a bridge and gets inspired. He draws up a scene with Nagisa standing on a bridge in the rain. Tenmaku sees this and envisions what that scene will look like. This prompts him to make another draft of the script incorporating that scene into the film. Realizing how important it is to do recon on potential locations, Shinichi asks his friends if anyone is available to do scouting to no avail. Interestingly enough, Hiraki Karai herself is the only one who has time to go with Shinichi to scout beach locations. This chapter was both entertaining and educational. On the surface, Chapter 4 was Shinichi and Tenmaku doing location recon for The Shore. This progresses the story, but it doesn't really sound too exciting. If you look past that, it shows and tells readers about the importance of scouting locations for filming. If you're a well-known director, you will most likely have the funds and the pull to get the license/permission to film in most public spaces without the worry of the public getting in your way. In Shinichi's case, he has neither. He'd have to resort to filming in those same public places only to not get the ideal shot because the people are in the way. Another educational plus in this chapter is how the author used a panel to define what a storyboard is. This is a good way to educate and incorporate cinema vocabulary for readers who don't know what certain terms and sayings are without getting in the way with the story. The key moment in the entire chapter, in my opinion, is when Tenmaku writes a second draft of the script just to include a scene that Shinichi drew on a whim. This moment further pushes the fact that not only Tenmaku is a writing genius, but Shinichi has what it takes to become a great director. I definitely see not only the two of them creating amazing films together, but potentially butting heads creatively as well. Last but not least, we do get a moment when Tenmaku reminisces about the time he worked with Ryu Shirakawa when they were both alive. Seeing that this is Shinichi's first film that he's directing, I feel like the pacing is appropriate. These chapters so far are introducing the things that need to be introduced without it feeling like it being glossed over or dragging on. That said, I'm betting that Shinichi won't start filming until Chapter 7. Overall, I love this chapter. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.